get back to playing ranked in seasons and all that good stuff soon. Let me start our vertical streams and chat with you everywhere. All right, we'll start up to Xfinity and we'll do 75 minutes today. Guaranteed. The rest is on you guys. Weird. This match take a long time to load. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna lose this game because this game's not proceeding for whatever reason. So um, that's weird. Yeah, I never had Madden go black screen like that. Hey, what's up, Alex? Alex, I just loaded into a game and it just went black screen for like 30 seconds. So I don't think that's right. How's your day going? What's your beef with the Blue Jays? What did the Blue Jays do to you, Alex? Jays lose and you're sad. You wanted them to win. Okay. I thought you were making fun of them. All right. Today's question of the day, 6-7 or chicken banana. What do you prefer? What are you a bigger fan of, Alex, and everybody else coming in? Would have been on earlier, but it's just it's been a weird morning in some ways. 6-7 for Alex. All right, let's try this King of the Undercity thing. I don't think it's supposed to be done. I thought we had a few more days to play it. It's been good to harvest candy for what it's worth. Right, finished event. Although it's kind of messed up. I had to lose a game considering there was nobody there. They played a great game. Unfortunate for the Commanders to have Daniels get injured in garbage time like that. But yeah, no, I know, Alex. Alex is like, hey, the Seahawks won. No, you don't say. No, yeah, I definitely watched the game. Um, yeah, it was a nice game, right? Kind of won in all three phases. Probably a boring game if you weren't a fan of Seattle last night. Dalton played particularly well, especially in that first half. Didn't miss any throws. Boski, how are you doing this Monday morning? Here we go. Now we're playing. Now we're cooking. But yeah, for anybody just joining, I loaded into a game and it just went black screen. And I waited and was like, well, what is this? They can see me. I had nothing to do with it, but I'm glad they won and it was entertaining for Seattle fans. How's your day going? They can see me. If you guys are browsing on TikTok, please come on in. We'd love you guys to follow, share, and like. Stream runs on followers. More follows, we stream longer, amongst other actions. But yeah, just follow up. Patriots moved to 7-2. Yeah, Patriots playing really well. I remember people preseason were saying like, "Oh, I think the Patriots will be good." And I was like, I don't know if Vrabel's really him, but yeah, Vrabel has been playing really well. McDaniel's is doing a good job with their offense too. Got to work in a little bit. I don't think I realized that you had a job. What do you do for a living? They can see me. If you told me, I'm sorry, I've forgotten. They can see me's in purple chat with us today. That's where he usually is, hanging out in the purple side. Daniels should not have been out there. I've seen a lot of debate about it. I think the drive started with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's really a borderline call if you should pull him. I think pulling him, considering he was coming off the hamstring injury, would have made sense. Um, but it's one of those deals where he probably doesn't want to be out of the game. They really shouldn't have been calling design runs for him, though. Like, I can kind of see leaving him in there. Some of the starters, those guys are so competitive, they hate to go out of a game, even if it's not going their way, team wise and score wise. But yeah, don't have him run the football. Going to be temporary. Get out the vote. Are you in California or are you in New York? Because I know those are big election states right now. Zeke the best. How are you? Or maybe you're somewhere else that's doing vote, but um, big proposition in California, and the New York mayoral race is a big one. So see, Zeke the best. Who's your favorite NFL team, Zeke? Are you a Cowboys fan? Is that a reference to Ezekiel Elliott. Cowboys are playing tonight. Cowboys and Cardinals. Who do you guys think will win that game? I kind of think Dallas gets it done. Cardinals have been pretty uninspired most of the season. Must have included the Commanders. Yes. Yeah. Collinsworth was he was in his bag last night. I really like Collinsworth. I know a lot of people don't like Chris. You know, he always goes on his shtick about now here's a guy, you know, but I think he has a lot of enthusiasm for football, so I enjoy him. Alexander, he's got Dallas winning. I'm glad to find somebody else that likes Zimboski because I feel like whenever he comes up, people really get their gears grinded by Collinsworth. But yeah, I feel like he's a pretty knowledgeable guy. Former, NFL player. He was a really good high school quarterback, college quarterback for a little while. Then they converted their offense and he went to receiver full time. I don't care for Brady much. I feel like Brady just kind of has a whiny, drony way of presenting the game and a little bit too much of thinking he's cute and a know-it-all for me. Then again, he beat my team in the Super Bowl once, so maybe I'm bitter. Hey, what's up, Larry? Are you glad the Packers got upset yesterday? I mean, I guess on the higher level of hoping the Seahawks could have the highest possible NFC rating, I guess I'm happy the Packers lost, but I didn't have a dog in the fight. I don't care if the Packers win or the Patriots win. You want Peyton and Eli to call the game would be fun, says Boski. Is my team 50-50 Seahawks? No, I just got to 40 Seahawks currently, Curb Sky. Yesterday's stream, I was like 30, so I put in a bunch of backup Seahawks to get the stronger boost. Hey, what's up, Pockadelic? I'm glad you're back, man. Was definitely looking for you when you weren't around, but completely understand. And yeah, glad we get to enjoy the Seahawks season together a little bit. At least what's been enjoyable. Last night was enjoyable for a change. Buster Cherry's in the house. What's up, Buster? I saw your Eagles made a trade this morning. I forgot who it was. You guys got somebody from the Dolphins. Yeah, it was a fun game, right? It was just like a no stress game if you're a Seattle fan. I do feel bad for Daniels getting hurt. Did I watch Chiefs Bills? I actually didn't watch that game, Larry. I did my stream yesterday. I looked at a little bit of the 49ers and Giants game in here. At halftime, I took my family to El Pollo Loco and McDonald's because they're right next to each other in my hometown. Got some stuff for Mrs. Danielle Freak and the mini Danielle Freaks. And then I came home and did a bunch of yard work. I did the roses, did the hedges, mowed the lawns, all that. Yeah, Phillips, there we go. Hey, what's up, Cruz? How's your day going? If you guys are browsing in, please join us in chat. We'd love you to follow or subscribe, respectively, whatever platform you might be on. We got Vortex clips coming in. Vortex, who's your favorite NFL team? Dude, JSN looks like he looks like he's the best receiver in football right now. Yeah, McCaffrey, he did get hurt yesterday. I didn't realize he was lost for the year. That sucks about McCaffrey. I was kind of worried about Ernest Jones from the Seahawks. I wouldn't mind the Seahawks trading for Bobby Wagner. I did see some Seahawks fans saying they should trade for Jordan Brooks just to be the green dot backup guy until Ernest is back. Have I played the new Fortnite season? No. Can't say that I have. I used to play Fortnite on stream a little bit more than I have recently. But I've been off the Fortnite wagon for a bit. Cruz, I believe my team is 89 overall currently. Cruz asking what the overall is for the squad here. Tomorrow, I will not stream in the morning, but I will stream San Diego State versus Long Beach State in the evening. So if you guys want to watch the game, if you're just a casual college hoops enjoyer, come in chat and we can talk about whatever you guys like. Probably will be exclusive to the Red platform for that one. Likely to do a vertical and landscape stream there, is what I'm thinking. We got a new follower in here, and it's Jay Beck, number 9. Jay, tell us about yourself. Who's your favorite NFL franchise? Let's see, buddy backed into Madden for Cruz Lopez. He's 88 overall. Sam Darnold is accurate. Yeah, he's having a really good time in that offense right now. I was concerned about Kubiak to start the year, but it seems like he's doing some of the stuff that he should be doing for Kubiak, and that is running less trick plays, less garbage, and finding a way to win. Look at Lamar Jackson, man. Woo! Lamar to the house. You called it, Nats fan. I have not seen that guy yet in chat, though. That guy told me Commanders are winning by 2 touchdowns. Feel terrible that that Daniels has lost. Beck is a Colts fan. Colts playing great football. I know yesterday didn't go your way, but you guys are having a good season. Always the kicker, says Tanner. Marcus, what's up, buddy? Marcus, no, your mom pays me for that privilege, to do that in person with me. To be honest, so no, not something we're going to waste on stream. But we are wasting your college fund. But you know, Marcus, with your grades, you weren't going to be going to college anyhow. So anyhow, Tanner Boski, when you see the garbage in chat, feel free to take it out. All right, hey Tanner, got him. Thanks, bud. You can go ahead and ban them if they're asking about being, you know, being that type of a troll. Let's see. Jays had 2 outs away. Yeah, listen, Alex, they were an inch away. If Kiner Fluff was a little bit closer on his secondary lead, you guys win the World Series. It's a game of inches. I've seen my favorite franchise, one of them, you know, get a yard away and throw an interception. Sometimes that stuff happens. Yeah, they looked really rough yesterday. I mean, I'd say, you know, half of it give credit to Seattle, but I thought your Commanders looked rough. I mean, yeah, I didn't even realize it wasn't a full break. I was glad it was a non-throwing arm for Daniels. Mr. Headtop, how are you? He should have dived, not got his foot to the plate. Some people say he should have ran through the plate, but I think a lot of baseball players don't run through the plate because the plate is slippery and it's just muscle memory. Oh, new music? What's up, new music? Hey, Larry, we're going to miss you. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Larry is in the red chat with New Music Inferno. Solo's here. How are you, Solo? Bajon had like 8 rushes. Time to fire the offensive coordinator. Yeah, why didn't you guys use him more? Oh, it's dislocated elbow. Do you think he'll play again this year, Nats fan? Like, they're 3 games under 500. I don't know if there's any need to rush him back. I wouldn't. Just be healthy next year. Let Mariota take the lumps. Deadline's tomorrow. If you guys wanted to trade for like a 6th, 7th round back of the roster younger quarterback and maybe just see if he could be the guy to be Daniels backup and, you know, like a long-term young player instead of having Mariota, I could see that. And yeah, just make the most of what's left of the year. You have no clue. One of the best players in the NFL when he's used correctly. You think the Jays have another shot at the World Series next year? Let's see how the offseason goes. I think the Blue Jays have a lot of key free agents coming up. What's happening, Xavier? How's your day going? 1-0 so far on college basketball. The college basketball guru is in the chat. You streaming the game tomorrow, new music? You in for Long Beach and San Diego? Or is that not going to line up for your work? How do you think when the Seahawks played yesterday? I usually think with the neurons in my brain. I'm sure that's not how you meant for that to come out, Xavier. So how do I think the Seahawks did? I mean, it was a nice game. They played a fairly injured Commander squad, and you know we can overreact to it or we can underreact to it, but Seattle needs to beat the Rams in 2 weeks, and of course that's looking past the Cardinals, and you can't do that on divisional games. But let's see if we can start beating some of the legitimate contenders. Seahawks lost to the 49ers, and they lost to the Buccaneers. Both those games were late defensive collapses, but that was earlier in the year. They've looked better since then. There is some rumors that they may trade Boye Mafe and Reek Woolen tomorrow because those guys are coming up on free agency. So be interesting to see how it all shakes out. Nick, yeah, please no religious spamming in the chat, dude. You're saying the same thing over and over. You're not interacting with us. You're just doing a copy pasta, and you're probably doing it in every live stream. So yeah, calm down, Nick, please. You know, it's nice that you're religious. If you ever want to share like something you are actually doing in your church or synagogue or, you know, place of worship for anybody, you know, go for it. But if we're just copying verses in, whether they're from the Bible or the Quran or whatever, yeah, it's just slacktivism stuff, dude. You're not converting anybody in chat. So yeah, chill out with that. Come on, Nick. Last year wasn't a fluke. You think age and injuries caught up to the team? Let's see, you are off. You have an interview close to that time. Like a music podcast interview, or are you interviewing for a new job, new music? Yeah, any chat be the last place to do it, says Solo. And then sometimes people, you know, they get irritated with me when I clear them out of there. It's like, come on, guys. We're not doing, you know, choir study here or whatever. Yeah, chill out, clowns. Tanner, thanks for the roses. Tanner loading up the roses. I hope you guys will load up the follow button if you're on the For Your page. More follows, more time, longer stream. Late start today. Had one of the parents needed to go get a blood draw this morning, and they reminded my wife if she could drive early this morning to go do that before, because you're supposed to go in and get your blood checked on a fast. So it just kind of screwed up the morning because we were not expecting to be doing all that. So anyhow, started the stream late. I was actually awake early enough though with the fallback. Jordan Love for the Packers surprising you. He's really good this season. Jordan Love's been good. Yes, please do what Tanner said. Tanner, if you can pin it, I know it's not always easy to pin those messages, but yeah, pin that one, Tanner. We need everybody to know what to do. Jose Escobar. Escobar season has returned. What's up, Escobar? Nobody gets the Nas reference, probably. But yeah, Escobar, who's your favorite NFL team? It's already getting dark outside. Yes, it was dark at 5 o'clock. I love it. I know other people don't love it, but yeah, this is my jam. I wish we would stop messing with the clock, though. Here in California, we did pass legislation to authorize getting rid of daylight savings, but we need an act of Congress to get it done. And we've been through like 3 or 4 Congresses now. It's been like 6 years. Nobody's done it. What was my favorite game growing up? I had a lot of enjoyment on King Griffey Jr. Baseball on Super Nintendo and N64, and I always enjoyed the Madden games. So those were probably like the favorites. I mean, I played Mario, I played Cubert, Pac-Man, Pole Position, a lot of the Atari 2600, NES, all that stuff. I grew up with it. But the sports franchises, as far as hours played, I probably played the sports games in total more than anything else. Cooper Cup, trying to get it in there before halftime is on us. They always talk about it, then nothing happens, says Tanner. Yeah, so state of California, we authorized it, but yeah, they actually have to go and get rid of it. Did I see the Daniels injury? Unfortunately, yes. Feel bad for Jaden. Hayden just followed. You're interviewing a band from China is New Music Inferno. Very cool. Dark at 4:30 is peak live. Yeah, I like the night. All right, I cannot take a tackle for a play in bounds here. It won't work. Warren, he's got it. He's regulating in the end zone, and there we go. 3 seconds remain before the half. He's doing a headstand. All right. You guys didn't know Tyler Warren was built like that, but now you know. But yeah, I'm happy about the Seahawks game. Would love to talk about Cardinals and Cowboys. I'll definitely give you guys the Donnie locks on my Instagram and TikTok stories as to who to play. And if you're not playing on Underdog, go sign up right now. Download the app, use creator code DYF. They got you covered with all kinds of bonuses currently. Did I ever actually play football? Only with your mom, Josiah. Let's see. Yep, Tight Spot knows, although he can't play there in Nevada. Take UNC to win. Yeah, Josiah's like, did you ever actually play football? Like I can't talk about football because I haven't, been inducted into Canton yet. It's coming, Josiah. Josiah probably just left the live stream. Very upset. Maybe he just genuinely met the question, but come on, Josiah. Lock in, Josiah. All right, so let's see. Question of the day, chicken banana or 6'7"? What's the better meme? You didn't mean it in a rude way. Sorry, bud. So many kids come in, and that's the first question is something that's a loaded question where they're trying to troll. I'm sorry, man. I take back what I said. I don't know your mom. Not biblically, at least. Let's see. Have to be a Hall of Famer to talk ball. What are you doing, Donnie? Yep, exactly. Yeah, somebody else already got me wound up this morning. Just I didn't take long. But no, I never played organized football. In all seriousness. Let's see. Jerry, welcome in. How's your day going, Jerry? Jerry, who do you consider your favorite NFL player to watch currently? Mahomes is kind of struggling. I really like watching Mahomes for a non-Seahawk, but Patrick, he had more incompletions than completions yesterday against that Bills team. Hey, we have some good qualities from time to time. At least I'm funny. What Madden is this? Madden 26, Carter. Kason McCoy, he's got the lights flashing. He's got the timer going up. We're going to do a longer stream thanks to Kason's following. We want everybody to be like Kason. Forget being like Mike, be like Kason. Currently, you like watching CMC play. You're a Niners fan. Yeah, he's still a beast for you guys. Feel like the Bills and Chiefs always play each other. It gets annoying, says Solo Phil. Can't tell if your Panthers are or not. I think you mean are good or not. Yeah, they're solid. They definitely improved from being the bottom of the barrel franchise there this season at least. So you got that going for you. Ravens fan is struggling this year. The injuries, right? Injuries have been a big factor for Baltimore. I saw a clip of Lamar Jackson saying he took out the televisions and some of the things. He instructed the team to take them out because he wants guys to lock in on winning. Hey, Josiah, thanks for the likes. Yeah, the likes definitely help the stream a lot. You guys going for a little jet pass. You got some blocking there. Lamar, get you to the playoffs, says Alexander. What's their record? They're 4-6 for the Ravens. So 7 games left. I mean, they're going to need to have a pretty good run to get in there. Steelers are the team to chase, right, in the AFC North. Haven't looked at the playoff picture that closely, but it's getting close enough now that we should start considering how everything's impacting all of it. This would be the time the Ravens win it also solo. Oh, they're 3-5 still. Okay, so they were 2-5 in that Dolphin game. Yeah, they're gonna have to rip off a lot of wins, right, Charlie? Truckin's in the house. What's up, Truckin? Good to see Truckin there. Oh no, I clicked on the wrong defender. Absolutely cooked. Let's see if we can run the clock and use time management for the victory in this one down the stretch. Just about done with this King of the Undercity thing. I actually don't know if I really need the candy that much anymore since I have Jackson and the shapeshifters powered up, but it's alright. Enjoy the end of Halloween season, I guess. Multivitamin. Those things are always a little scary that they're not going to go down the right way. Let's see. Slim D. What's happening, Slim? Thanks for following. It might be slimed. There's no vowels in the name, so I'm just doing my best guess. Welcome to the stream. Who's your favorite NBA team, guys and gals that are listening? Golden State's looking a little flat right here. Nick, you really waited for a 5-minute timeout to come back and tell us the same copy paste Slack division stuff. I thought you would have been spreading the word all across the platform, dude. You could have hit 300 other streams by now. Luca, welcome in. Yeah, Nick did not, in fact, lock in. All right, so Nick, if you want to spam again in 5 minutes, go ahead. Keep watching and waiting to spam. Oklahoma City for Kaysen. Lakers for Waldo. Lakers are looking pretty good of late. Austin Reeves having some big games, right? Pacers fan in the chat. Pacers, they got rid of James Wiseman and picked up McClung the other day. How about the Hawks? Hey, that was a nice win for sure, Im. New Orleans for It's Your Boy. New Orleans having a slow start to the season, unfortunately, right? Lakers fan that hates LeBron for Tanner. I saw a picture of Dalton Connect, Austin Rivas, and Luca on the floor together, and it said the new Tres Leches, which kind of put a laugh across my my face, and I don't know, it was just corny, but yeah, Lakers could be pretty fun to watch. You think it's New Orleans in general? Maybe New Orleans there's just too much to do off the field or off the court, and guys don't lock in. They end up like Nick in chat, end up getting timed out in real life. Slow start is being nice as Solo. Do you think we are Super Bowl contenders? Well, Chris Collinsworth thinks we are. I'd like to see us beat some legitimate teams, right? Niners got us. Kind of, tough to judge how good the teams will be when they play each other again at the end of the season. Buccaneers got us. That Buccaneer game really irritates me. We're up a touchdown and collapse. We need to beat the Rams in 2 weeks. If they beat the Rams soundly in 2 weeks and they don't choke to the Cardinals somehow, then I'll start believing a bit more. How do you get the field? Oh, we're playing King of the Undercity. This field's locked in for this one. I think you can equip this field. I actually don't like the way this one looks, but different strokes, different folks. We got Midnight Media coming through. Thanks, Midnight. Luca as well. Messiah, thank you guys all for following. For some reason, my eyes did not catch a couple of the new followers. Did not mean to not greet you. When you guys follow, the timer goes up and we do a longer stream. We're really close to 40,000 followers on TikTok. We'll have to do some type of celebration for that. And wants us to beat the Rams and the Niners to be convinced. Rams defense is gross. McVay always finds a way, right? McVay always has those Rams playing pretty well. Shapeshifter doing a little crossover. We did get tackled down, but we can just run out the clock here for the most part. Do you think clear pick Broncos over Raiders? Raiders were a play away. They were a Geno Smith batted ball away from beating Jacksonville yesterday. And Jacksonville's decent. So I could see them actually hanging around and maybe upsetting the Raiders in that game. Thursday night games can be tough to predict too. But yeah, Broncos should be the clear favorite for sure. Hey, what's happening? I'm God. God is here. Nick's not going to like this. Or maybe he'll be happy. All right, so we're making him burn up the timeouts. Field goal, 2-possession game. Should be good. Maybe. Yes, maybe solo. Yeah, just ran the same play over and over again. So he'll have 50 seconds, assuming we don't choke this point after try. Windsor's in the house. Windsor, how are you, dude? How's your weekend? What are the plans for the day? After today, I need to make a video I've been delaying. I have this beautiful new GameSir. It's the anti-stick drift GameSir controller. It's the G7 Pro, excuse me, is the model. One of the key features is that these do not have stick drift in them. Apparently the best controller to use for MLB The Show, but I don't play on Xbox, so I end up using a lot of those on my Nintendo or here on the computer. So I need to make a video for those guys. I need to make a Manscaped video. So it's not just make the video, it's edit the video, it's send it over for approval, all that stuff. So that's kind of the plans for the day, buddy. Probably get some chores done around the house and stuff too. The morning I have to drive. I don't usually stream Tuesdays, so that's why I started late today. I didn't want to miss back-to-back days. Some channels are so stupid, says Michael. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I don't browse a lot of social media stuff because you will see some crazy things. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this stream and the camaraderie value that hopefully it provides. Doing good for a Monday. How was the weekend? Oh, it was a good weekend, Windsor. Thank you. Yeah, good to have you hanging out with us again. But he's still battling, although he's down 10. My first game did not load correctly. It just went to a black screen. I had to end my run there because, what type of stream was that going to be? It hung for like 30 seconds, so it was a weird start to the gaming portion of the day. A lot of you folks are scrolling on TikTok. Thanks for watching. Hope you're all doing great this Monday. Another case of the Mondays. I have a sponsored Sonic Rumble stream coming up soon. That's supposed to be, focused on the Purple platform, but we'll probably multi-stream it. So if you guys want to check out Sonic Rumble, it'll be coming in the next week or so. Sean with the $. Thanks for following, Sean. Seahawks are 6-2. Yeah, they're playing really well. Honestly, kind of frustrating that they're not 8-0. I guess that's unrealistic expectation as a fan, but the games they lost, they had a lead late in. Before they let him slip away. Had the Niners on their back foot, and Reek Woolen played a terrible game down that stretch. And then the Buccaneers game, we just let Baker Mayfield torch us. I think Seahawks record will be at the end of the season. I was looking at the matchups. You got to play the Rams twice, got to play the 49ers again. We play the Colts. There's some tough games there. There's also some really winnable ones. I don't know, man. They probably get to 11 wins or something. Nick says, I'm not making it to heaven. Oh, look at Nick. He's playing God. I'm pretty sure that's sacrilegious, Nick. All right, another 5 minutes. in the gulag, Nick. We'll call it purgatory while you repent for your sins. Jesus is your savior. I don't know Jesus. Does he play for the Blue Jays? Yeah, Nick. Nah, I'm just wasting Nick's day, honestly. Alexander, he's been timed out like 5 times, and he just keeps coming back in. Yeah, Nick, go jump on your burners. Go hit the church Slack channel and let them all know to come in here and talk to me. We want the engagement, Nick. But yeah, look at Nick passing judgment. He who is without sin should pass the first or throw the first stone, right, Nick? We know what you do in your room, Nick. Yeah. Yeah, Nick's probably a grown man. That's pretty sad if he is. Nick better go to confession. God saw his TikTok watch history. Not good. It's not all pure. UNC, the ladies are up 72-28. Is Bill Belichick in attendance? Yeah, Nick's cranking the hog. Yep. 3 PP. He's on the watch streak. Shauno's in the house. Kaysen's return. Welcome back, Kaysen. Let's see. Just to be clear, no cursing in the chat. Correct before you curse. Wanted to check. It should get held by automod if it's really bad. If you say like damn or hell, I think it's fine. Jaden, welcome aboard. How are you? Dude, big Amish, Mr. Kurtz for the A's. Love that nickname. He's from that part of Pennsylvania. Solo, you should make yourself a command so I can shout you out, or I can forget to shout out, which I do half the time. But yeah, please. Hope everybody follows each other. Let's see. Choking the chicken, spamming about religion. Yep, that's what he's doing. He knows he's timed out for 5 minutes. He's going and checking out, God knows what. Because God's over his shoulder watching him do the chicken choke. And then comes back here to complain that he can't spam Bible verses. He's not even spamming Bible verses. He's not even that creative. He's just, saying, he's the light of the world or whatever. Yeah, Nick's in Ohio, doesn't know 6'7". Come on, Nick. Haven't made a command in stream in like 5 years. Well, you're a little overdue, Solo. All right, we'll get the victory. The game was close, buddy battled, but it's fun. Nick is 6'7". Can't believe he hasn't given up yet. Yeah, I'm curious if he makes it through another timeout, because he's wasted like 25 minutes of his day already. I'm not going to heaven, per Nick. All right, Nick. Let's see. Maddie in. Welcome in. Thanks for following, Maddie. Where is Nick at? He's probably somewhere where it's very hot and there's nothing to drink. Zav 250. Zav, thanks for jumping on the follow train. How are you, Zav? We're spreading the word of sports today. Everybody's welcome. Let's see. Wonder if Kurtz is from Lancaster, one of those townships that has. I'm afraid to say that to TikTok. Let's see. Let me see if I can find his Wikipedia and find out about him. Because yeah, he's from Lancaster, but I mean he could have just been born in the hospital or something like that too. So I don't know if he grew up there. He was born to Marie and Jeff Kurtz. He has 2 brothers, 1 sister. Older brother Logan played collegiate ball at Penn State Berks from 2012 to 2013. His father works in real estate. His parents enrolled him in T-ball when he was 4 years old. So the teammates gave him the nickname Big Amish, reference to his hometown, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which has a large Amish community. And he began celebrating by twirling his hands in a circular motion as an homage to churning butter. So he himself is not Amish, though, for Kurtz is what Wikipedia says. Not religious, don't go around spreading misinformation like Nick does. I don't mind anybody being in here, and I really don't, like I said when I timed him out initially, like I don't mind if people want to share, like, hey, my church this week we went to feed people in an impoverished area. I was running the soup line, helping people out, whatever. If you want to share like a real life story like that, where you're doing something good in your community, go for it. But if you're just copying and pasting into everybody's chat the same thing over and over, like that's not making anybody say, "Oh wow, let me turn around my ways and follow this religion because somebody said it in a TikTok live or any of the other chats." David, welcome in. How are you? Alex, he helped in a soup kitchen last weekend. Yeah, that's the stuff I want to hear about. I know some churches and some religions really good about that type of thing. Favorite verse is Dawn 3:16 says Windsor. David, yeah, we're ranting because we had a troll come trolling through, and then he told me I wasn't going to heaven, so it's kind of funny. David, who's your favorite NFL team? Shapeshifter break and a tackle there, and he'll get us a first down. 6-7 Nick says Alexander. Go Eagles. Yeah, Eagles I think are still one of the teams to beat. Probably the team to beat until proven otherwise. This right shoulder feels like it just wants to pop and crack a lot, in case you guys notice me constantly doing stretchings there. I got stuck in between which route I wanted to throw to and didn't do either one quickly enough. Edwin's our latest follower. He's got the Speak No Evil monkey going in the profile picture. Edwin, what's your favorite species of monkey? Oh, look at Devontae. He's able to keep his feet and gets us in there. This is 26. Yep. How's your day going, Malachi? Edwin doesn't know his favorite species of monkey. That's okay. Tight Spot wants to know how many TikTok likes we got. Yeah, if you guys are liking, definitely appreciate it. If you're watching on a computer, you can hold down the L key and it'll spam the likes for you on those TikTok lives. Seahawks are the new team to beat. Eagles haven't beat the Seahawks since 2011. 11-0 since Trisky. Well, you're going back in history there, Trisky. Both teams have celebrated, well, Seahawks have celebrated one Super Bowl since then, and Eagles have had a couple, but past history isn't indicative of future performance. Different players and different teams. It was nice to beat him a couple of seasons ago when Drew Lock had that game that he hit JSN in the end zone and all that. But yeah, if they matched up today, I'd be pretty surprised if Seattle took care of business so far until we start beating some contenders. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself as a fan. Let's see. Buddy says we can franchise tag him. Edwin says, "What's my favorite team?" Seahawks for me, Edwin. How about yourself? Nick just started following. Uh-oh. Windsor, I know you're ready with the sword of power. You go ahead and banish Nick to the Shadow Realm whenever you're ready. Nick can't quit this stream. He's bringing the congregation in here. He's trying to save my lost soul. Nick's gonna be like Hosier in here going singing "Take Me to Church." But yeah, I'm not anti-religious for anybody that's tuning in for the first time. This kid has been doing too much. Oh, can we start a franchise together? I probably won't play franchise with you. I don't want to waste your time nor mine on franchise. Lucy Shambler, how's it going, Lucy? Lucy's hanging out in Red Chat. But I will tell you this though. If you'd like to join the community, Malachi, please follow and then click on my profile. I have a link tree there. And the Discord server is open. You can come on into the Discord. And we can get you set up to play Madden with the other friends in the community. There's usually people looking for Mutt Squads games and stuff like that. So maybe some of those guys want to do a franchise with you. I love Seattle Sports has followed. Seattle Sports, who's your favorite Seattle athlete of all time? Griffey's got to be up there for a lot of people. Maybe Sean Kemp, Gary Payton. My personal favorite Seahawk and Seattle athlete would be Steve Largent. But that's me. Favorite NFL team for Edwin's the Chiefs. Do you think the Chiefs turn it around and contend this year, Edwin? Or do you think it's maybe not Kansas City's year? This guy's using a lot of pre-snap motions and trying to get a tell on my defense by doing so. And so far it's working for him. He's moving along pretty well. Followed since you got TikTok. Oh, awesome, Malachi. I don't remember chatting with you. Maybe you changed the way your name displays. Because Malachi has a underscore between the M and the Alakai. And I just don't remember seeing that in chat previously. But I do forget stuff. But your name's kind of unique the way that you have it set up. All right, Seahawks and a most feared looking lineup here. Is what we got going. Pat not having the best year. Yeah, it's been a weird start. Yes, exactly, Alexander. He needs to go procreate, right? Let's see. J Dog 2 Real. What's happening, J Dog? J Dog, are you more of a chicken banana type of guy or a 6'7" type of guy? Nick has gone silent. He's bringing the whole church in. We're gonna get flooded with Nick's congregation soon. All right, we're able to tackle him in the backfield there. But yeah, Lucy, good to have you watching stream. Who do you root for in the NFL? You got Cowboys and Cardinals coming up tonight. Kind of an interesting game. I do think the Cowboys prevail on that one. That's my guess. What am I doing? I look like I'm trying to block a shot there with a shapeshifter. I was jumping up and swatting, thinking I was Dikembe Mutombo. Let's see, Marcel de Jesus. Welcome in, Marcel. You guys remember David de Jesus? Played for Kansas City. The A's had him for a season or two, kind of late in his career. He was a fun player. David de Jesus was. Nobody remembers David de Jesus, I guess. That's fine. And we're going to take it away with Bam Bam Cam on the goal line. We'll be down at the 1. No, I don't think so, Heath. I don't think the Cowboys are making the playoffs. Aren't they like 3, 4, and 1 or something for Dallas right now? I think there's just too many good teams in the NFC for them to find the path. I think the Eagles win the division, and Dallas probably on the outside looking in. Probably their best bet is trying to get that 7th wildcard spot, but I don't think it'll be Dallas's. Dodgers should be the favorites for next year, right? I'm curious if they'll add any other good free agents this coming year now that some of the guys are retiring and aging out and stuff like that there too in Los Angeles. However, I don't think the Dodgers probably win it next year. I think trying to do it 3 times in a row is really tough. There is enough randomness in baseball, as we saw. Like even in the Game 7, Toronto was really close to finishing that a few times. I think something just goes against the Dodgers this time. Was I mad when the Seahawks got traded or DK got traded to the Steelers? No, there's nothing to really be mad about. If you look at the economics of the situation, DK wanted to get paid and he did, and it's probably a bit of an overpay for what DK provides. But Pittsburgh had a vision, and their vision included trading away Pickens, but we didn't know Pickens was on the trade block, so they wanted DK to be the guy, and I hope he has success there. He's fun to watch. You think they cool off for a season or two? Yeah, I do too. And I didn't want to try to force it into whatever windows may or may not have been in there. Oh, Daddy, what's up, Mr. Henney? How are you? I think the Dodgers don't win another World Series next year, is what I'm saying. So that's kind of the conversation that we got going. Rico Edits, welcome aboard. Rico, what do you edit with? Are you a CapCut guy? DaVinci Resolve? Where are the good edits at, Rico? Oh my goodness, that was pretty good using. Wish I would have took it to the house. He isn't having the best year. I thought he had a touchdown last week, but I don't know what his stats are looking like. Hey, thanks, Henny. It's almost cold enough that I'm going to be wearing the Seahawks reversible jacket here pretty soon. The nights are getting into the low 50s, high 40s. Won't be too long, and we'll be getting some freeze nights and stuff like that. Then the jackets come out. Dude, they did. Yeah, they gave the BTA last night for sure. Jay Grant, welcome in. Feel bad for the Commanders fans. They're probably pumped up, hoping to turn around the season. Daniels was back, and then the game just went completely against him the whole way, pretty much. And then Daniels breaks his arm at the end of the game. I don't think he should have been running the ball. You edit on CapCut. Next question, Rico. Do you edit on your phone or on your PC? Because I don't know how you guys do the good edits on your phone. The phone thing, I think I'm too much of an old head for. Let's see. It's DJ. Welcome in, DJ. You do edit on the phone. Man, you guys are you younger generations, right? That are able to do good stuff are amazing. Let's see. Nick, I'm gonna give you one more timeout. Oh, Windsor took you out for the live. Perfect. Yeah, let him come back and get banned again next time. Yeah, thanks, Windsor. He was on it. Let's see. When is the 590 PC giveaway? Daddy needs a new PC, says Solo. Whenever Nick converts religiously. Whenever he stops spamming the word. Yeah, biggest fan at this point. Yeah, he can't quit the stream. Could have spread the word so much faster though, just going live to live. He loved this particular live where he couldn't stop getting timed out. But yeah, Windsor was ready. Let's see. When Daddy brings home the milk, we get a PC giveaway. Says Hitty. This is like an obscure reference. Do you guys remember that PC company where they were doing a lot of collaborations with streamers, and the guy was doing a giveaway on his live stream? The owner of the PC company, they would do like live stream builds, particularly on the Purple platform, and he had somebody win the computer that he had just built while he was live, but she didn't have a very large following. So he was going through her profile and finding some reason to invalidate the giveaway. And then he said something about, okay, and there's the reroll, when he found some reason to not give it to her. And the whole company fell apart. A lot of Twitch drama over that thing. Does anybody even know what I'm talking about? It's like 4 or 5 years ago. Because they had just got with me on doing, like a creator code and all that stuff. They were really, really popular for a minute, and then the guy just completely nuked his business. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the company was called. The Pepsi incident. No, not off the top of my hand. Hold on, let me see if I can quickly search and find this. I'm typing away instead of playing defense. That's smart. Artesian Builds was the name of the company. Yeah, Artesian Builds, if anybody wants to go down the rabbit hole. It was March 2022. I was thinking it was like pandemic time. It was probably right as the pandemic was kind of wrapping up. But yeah, they were sort of blowing up. They were everywhere with the content creators, making custom builds, getting orders. If your favorite streamer was having their PC built, you could go in and gift subs to their stream while it was being built, and they would give like upgrades to your favorite streamer and stuff like that. So they had like their whole shtick going, and then the guy just completely blew it up over a giveaway. He should have just ate the $1,000 PC or whatever he had into it. Yes, that was terrible, Windsor. Yep, that deal's got them a lot of bad publicity. I'm surprised the CEO hasn't resigned over that yet. Valentine, welcome aboard. How are you doing, Valentine? Before that, there was a lady that broke her back at one of the TwitchCons too. Um, and she still streams. I think it's Adriana Chichek or something like that. But she was in a foam pit doing like a joust deal. She jumped off the platform thinking that it was full of foam, and it was only like, I mean, it wasn't that small, but it was like a foot of foam instead of being like 6 inches of foam. So it may not have been directly the platform's fault. It may have been the vendor that set up the foam pit. But yeah, they've had some bad incidences at their conventions, and I've yet to go to one. I probably won't go to one unless there's a really compelling reason for me to go. Hey, Ant, welcome aboard. How are you doing, Ant? A few of you guys have subscribed over on the Red platform. Thanks for being Red Chat subscribers, those of you jumping in. Ooh, we got down with 1 second for the field goal try. I like that deal. Looked like I knew what I was doing. Feel like a real Madden pro now. All right, let's send out the field goal unit. But yeah, DK, he just hit the ground. Stop, drop, and roll. He was ready for the fire. And we'll convert. So we're up 17-7 here at the half. Hey, thanks for everybody that's followed today. We've had a pretty good run considering how late we started the stream. 30 followers down. Hopefully thousands to go on this live session here. If you're browsing the For Your page, come on down. We are live on 3 different platforms, so usually read off chat everywhere. Here at the half, looking for a win. Is there any good NBA or college matchups tonight as well? I know Golden State plays again tomorrow, so I'll suffer through that game. I forget who they're playing. All right, he's got the king. He's got the Joe Burrow most feared card. Here goes Joe flying around. So Joe Burrow, he was robbed a couple years ago, for anybody that doesn't know. Didn't really want his personal life getting put on blast, but he was irritated, I think, more than the robbery that people were showing up to his house. Had a live-in maid who's now his girlfriend. Pretty sure she was his girlfriend at the time, but he may have wanted to keep single status out there. Maybe if something better came along, I don't know. Maybe Joe Burrow was looking to what do they call it? Honey branch or whatever. Monkey branch. There's some term for that. Alright, swung and miss on the hit stick. Opponent's got a good drive going with the king. I'm curious what they'll do for Madden Ultimate Team for Thanksgiving. Usually Thanksgiving promo is one of the best ones. When we get into the December promo, that comes with a lot of the out-of-position cards. I'm not a big fan of those, personally. Good drive going, though, here. First and goal at the 2. But he's looking to get us. Let's try switching up, sending some pressure in man coverage. And Henry's into the end zone, so bummer. Didn't get close to stopping him. Gonna need a good drive of our own. Maybe we can chew out the clock, considering we're playing with the lead and the ball second half. Brandon, how are you? Welcome back to chat, Brandon. Pretty sure I recognize the Brandon that came in. Mostly Seahawks, Grayson. Not completely, though. A little bit of best available as I get the best cards that I can, but trying to buy like Seahawk cards from the auction house and build up the theme team. We got 2 new followers back to back. It's Tanner and number 5-star. We have a timer over my shoulder. As you guys follow, the timer goes up, so please follow, share, and like. 38-14's crazy score. Put the league on notice for sure. It was a great game. Greenlaw, I didn't think he had a angle to the ball, and opponent's gonna jump the lead on me just like that. Am I from Seattle? I'm not. All right, it's all my opponent here, second half. Yeah, having a big win on the primetime game certainly will have people talking about the Seahawks a little bit more, but I don't know. We need to beat some contending teams. Got the Rams in 2 weeks. We'll see how that goes. My overall is 89. How about yourself, Grayson? Are you playing Ultimate Team as well? That was a bad turnover that I just had. Let's try to adjust here. I guess we'll still go chew clock and just try to make this final drive. 95? You have a 95 overall team in Madden 26? That doesn't sound right, Grayson. The math isn't mathing there, bud. I don't think there's that many 95s in the game. I don't think there's any 95s in the game. Don't know how your team's rated that high. Oh, 25. Okay. Now it's making some sense. Oh, look at the arm. Devontae to DK. Well, we're not going to bleed out the clock on this one. It's going to be a one-play drive. Metcalf to the end zone. The old troll play. Got to bust it out once in a while. The mountain double pass. The wounded duck, but nobody was there. Knock the duck down. All right, kick is up and good, and we're back up. Pretty consistent with that play. You know, I run a lot out of that formation, that bunch X nasty, and I don't think people are expecting it a whole lot. There are a few plays that are similar pre-snap motions that I should run to. Low-key missed DK. Yeah, man, DK would probably be feasting the way JSN's going off. But Horton had a nice game yesterday. It was encouraging. Hopefully Cooper Cup's not out too long for us. Little thin at wide receiver at the moment. That one dude off the practice squad had the 6-yard touchdown, though. That was pretty good, Nate. William Waters. How's it going, William? The alliterative double W. Bit of a tongue twister. William, who's your favorite NFL team? Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for jumping in today, Fred. And we got Henry for no gain. Same name on all the platforms. We do multi-stream if you guys prefer a different platform. If you have a Prime that you're not using, a Purple Prime, Amazon Prime sub, yeah, please throw it old Uncle Daniel Freaks way over on the the Purple stream. Certainly helps me out. And let's see what else. If you guys like, yeah, please click on my profile. Linktree's there. Join the Discord if you're a TikTok viewer. Discord's available in the About Me's for the red and purple platforms. Falcons' favorite team, even though they need more receivers and a new kicker for sure. You guys have been on the kicker carousel this year. Nobody picked up Koo, right? He's still out there as a free agent. When I say purple and red, those are the streams I'm talking about. For the vertical viewers, you can see the names of the platforms there. I just don't leave it on the screen too long. He's still free agent for Koo. It's too bad they got rid of the surprise onside kick, right? He was a master of that. He would definitely have a job in the NFL somewhere if they brought that back. But he's got the outbreaking route to Worthy, and he was looking to use the speed on us there. Pete and Andy Reid, those guys have seen a lot of football games in their lifetime. Yeah, I'm way behind that play for McCollum on Shapeshifter. Willie just jumped in to follow. Thanks, Willie. Willie, what sport do you like more in the winter? Basketball or hockey? Are you more of an NBA guy or NHL guy, Willie? Yeah, possibly. I hope they don't get frustrated with Pete in year one and move on from him. I'm going to use the timeout, preserve some clock for my offense here the other way. We did have a goal line stop on this dude earlier, so may need one here as well. Well, that's not going to help. He's got Henry, and he throws himself on the turf. NBA for Willie. Right on, Willie. Me too. Yeah, I don't really pay much attention to the NHL. It's a cool league and all that stuff, but I like basketball more. Bad roster, needs more players. Sure wish they could have pulled off that overtime winner yesterday. Wasn't to be. Alright, so he does get the first down. I'm saving that timeout for right now. Quarterback zone play and able to fall forward. Decision time. I don't know if this guy wants to settle for 3. This progresses, and certainly we don't want to give up the go-ahead score if we can help it. All right, I'll take a timeout there. Try to force him into a run and then maybe set up a 4th down for the game. Liam, thanks for following. How are you, Liam? We need everybody to follow for some good defensive luck here. He wants to go with a run with Burrow, and he hammers it in, but we do have some time to try to work back the other way. Yeah, I thought I had Burrow twice in the backfield. He's kind of shiftier than I imagined. That was one reason that I didn't go with Burrow and went with Lamar instead. 20,000 likes. No wonder JR got quiet. He's spamming up the likes. Thanks, JR. Jackson, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow, Jackson. Any good movies coming out, guys, that you guys are looking forward to? Haven't been to the theater in a month or two. Usually we see the family films together. All right, touchdown or bust. We got 29 seconds, no timeouts. Oh, no way. I thought we had DK for the house call. Hey, what's up, Josh? How's your day going? What does that mean? Is that a John Cena reference or something? Yeah, too bad that wasn't on the mark, right? Opponent jammed him slightly pre-snap, but that was it. Got Warren. Actually, probably better we dropped that one, to be honest, because we would have been in the middle of the field. Let's see. Josh, welcome in. How are you, Josh? Magic film with Woody Harrelson. Shoot, I'm out of the loop on that one. All right, 4th down. We need something to save our bacon here. And Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, I missed all of that film so far. I'm assuming it's coming out, but yeah, I don't know what it is. A trequel, says JR. Yeah, we got Adams. Let's get out of bounds. Can we heave it in from the 42? Let me go to formation and the play we want here. Hey, we're hoping, Evan. What's up, Evan? Shapeshifter is out on the outside there. Yeah, DK can't get it and clock expires. Bummer. That first play of the drive, man, right up the seam, and we didn't put it on. That looked like it was going to go in. Otherwise, yeah, he was in decent shape. Jackson, Brando, welcome in, guys. Bardo, Metallica lover, Josh Devori. Yeah, my eyes were kind of locked in on the game. Bummer. That pick six they threw was quite key, as they often are. But he made a good user with his Greenlaw. Get some season tickets and a couple packs open. Let's open those and play again. Yeah, that was a fun one to play. Hopefully a fun one to watch. You know, you always want to win everything, but it doesn't always go that way. Can't win them all, as they say. All right, we got a little candy for our action, like the James Woods Family Guy cameo. Piece of candy. Ashman says it's what, Ashman? All right, 2 packs to open. Daily coin pack. Give me 1,000,000 coins. Dude, no, there's like 17 pounds of candy or something. We're gonna have to hide it so we ration it a little bit slower. It's not good having every freaking candy right there too, because you move around through the kitchen and it's like, oh, here's all this candy. You know, that sounds good, and then you end up eating calories you don't need. That's why I hustle them around in the wagon through the neighborhood so they can get to more houses. Enjoy the fruits of their labor. But yeah, I probably did way more steps than they did. Totally mess up a bunch of Reese's Cups with Windsor. All right, here's my top 3. We're panning over to see my opponent, and there's his top 3. He's got the Max Crosby card. I know there's some Max Crosby trade rumors out there. Where do you guys think Max ends up if he does get traded? can definitely see the Eagles looking for Crosby. Eagles know they're in win now territory currently. Life is beautiful. How's it going? Life is beautiful. Steelers totally not biased, says Evan. Steelers says JR. I'm doing great. Life is beautiful. I like your name. Let's see. Who's your favorite football team? College football. I guess we're gonna start getting a pretty clear picture of who's gonna be in the college football playoffs here soon too. I know we got some big games still to be played throughout the regular season though. And nobody really looks open here to me. May have had circle as the route broke down, but I didn't want to force it. GR is going for Notre Dame. The Dodgers are your favorite football team? How does that work? Wubsy, welcome in. How are you, Wubsy? Thanks for connecting with us this morning. Yeah, he was able to use her back with Bates. I saw him underneath. I just thought we had to take the shot. You know, third and long. This guy might be a solid player. We'll see. They're the best NFL team. Okay. That's news to me, bud. Crosby would be a couple of firsts, do you think? I don't know what his contract is. If he's coming up on free agency, maybe not as much of a demand for how much compensation they would get. So yeah, I'm playing the king of the what do they call it? King of Undercity thing, Wubsy. Just trying to get some extra candy. Don't even know if I need the candy that much now that I got the Jackson card and all that. Pretty fun. Only watch your friends play. Yeah, it's a fun game mode for sure. All right, he's throwing dimes on me here. Contract expires in 2029. Okay, so it'd be a while that you're locking him up. Yeah, maybe a couple of firsts. Yeah, that sounds legit. All right, Bobby Wagner's in the right spot. But yes, we have the Cam Chancellor. Yeah, I got lucky and pulled the Deron Bland limited card the other day. Logged in, it was in that pumpkin pass thing. I wasn't really even paying attention to the animation or any deal. I thought it was just going to be like the standard, oh, here's a uniform or whatever. And then I noticed, I was like, hey, that's a really good card. So sold Bland and bought DK. Tyler, no, not really. I'm not much of a play the community streamer. If you guys want to join the Discord, like I usually tell you, might play some squads together sometime. Rainer Terrell, how's it going, Rainer? We are multi-streaming. Hope you guys connect on all the socials with us. Sometimes we do exclusive streams to one platform or another. There's the other names for the vertical viewers. Usually don't leave it up on the display though too long. This guy's defense is humming though. He's crashing down and getting into the backfield and all that good stuff. Let's keep the offense out here on 4th and 4. There's a flag on the play. I'm going to assume it's a free play. And we got a free runner in Devontae Adams. So, 2 questions of the day. 6-7 versus Chicken Banana. What's your favorite meme? Chicken Banana rolls this household. And the other one is Cowboys or Cardinals? Who's winning tonight on Monday Night Football? I don't. I think it's Sam Darnold. I think he's going to go and torch your Rams, and your boy Stafford's going to be in the corner crying, watching his wife ride off into the sunset with Jackson Smith and Jigba. A-Rod is the MVP. Alex Rodriguez? In this economy? All right, enough Rams propaganda today. All right. He's got Hill, and Hill's got the speed, of course. Baymax, welcome in. Baymax got the heart and the hand hearts in the display name. Baymax, who's your favorite athlete of all time? This guy was cruising until we got the goal line pick on him last drive. Aaron Rodgers got 17 touchdowns. Josh Allen, of course. And we got Reek Woolen with the interception here. JSN is it. I don't think they'll give it to a non-quarterback too often. I doubt JSN gets it, but it would be cool if he did. Reek Woolen maybe on the trade block. Did see an article today from Adam Schefter said Woolen and Boye Mafe could be traded as they're coming up on free agent years for the Seahawks. Seahawks won't be able to pay everybody out of these young players coming up on their contracts. Steelers are involved with Woolen. We need him and Olave. Maybe the Seahawks to Steeler pipeline is open after the DK trade. Boy, Olave would be a huge pickup. Why did you guys trade Pickens though? Was Pickens a clubhouse cancer or something? Shohei's your favorite baseball player. He's possibly the best ever MVP of baseball, says Baymax. Yeah, Shohei's great, no doubt. Didn't want to play, says Jar. Well, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink or whatever, right? Is the old saying. All right, Randy Moss gets in behind Sherm for the touchdown. Let me go cornerback matchup by speed because I think Randy's a little fast for Sherman. Well, he wanted more money than the Steelers could give him, especially after you guys paid Metcalf. All right, so that makes sense. I thought Metcalf with Pickens was going to be deadly duo, man. Stretch the defense, heave the deep ball type of thing. Thought on James Cook. He's been on fire. He's making Josh Allen's job so easy. I don't know, man. I don't want to take away from Cook being a good player because he is, but I kind of feel like if you want to take an NBA analogy, they always talk about Steph Curry and Steph Curry's gravity, and he frees up a lot of clear shots for everybody else. I feel like Josh Allen is such a good quarterback, and he's a dual threat quarterback that he can hurt you with his legs and all the good stuff. Is that no, they turned it over. Thought he was open underneath. Um, I kind of feel like with Cook, he's probably benefiting from being on the field with Josh Allen type of deal. Like I don't know that he would be putting up top of the NFL running mark if he had Tua back there. And he's able to get the touchdown there. So big swing, and it's Moss again getting free. Boxed in the Patriots game, says Evan. And so it's shaping up to be a fun game. I've had 2 pick sixes on the guy, and he just had a big defensive turnover. Seems like I'm having a little bit more success on the run than I am against him passing. He's flying around with that Bates card. And Shapeshifter, he was kind of blocked in by Bradford as we were looking to sprint away for a big game. Evan, you still playing 2K at all? Or are you completely done with 2K? Hey, what's up, Zach? I saw you for a moment scrolling to TikTok this morning and just hoping everything's going well. Been seeing you show up on my Instagram feed. I always try to be sure to leave the like there for you. Sawyer, Steph, how's it going? Why do I have Pete as head coach? Because I love Pete Carroll. Why do you have a lack of fiber in your diet there? I don't know. Because you love eating snacks. Don't like football for Zach. Yeah, tough year, tough go right now for Commanders. Terrible that that Jaden got injured last night late in the game. What looked like a design run. I don't know if it was for sure. Pretty much done with it. Madden's been fired recently. Evan, I'm glad you're back on Madden. We got a good spin, but into a wall of defense right there after the spin move. Have you got to watch much of the Oklahoma City Thunder Zach attack? Zachy Poo, he says he loves Pete too. Yeah. JSN for MVP this year? No. Maybe if he breaks Megatron's yardage record, I guess he's on pace for it. I think he needs to break it. Personally, I think he would need to break his record in 16 games, not in 17. And then maybe he has an argument, if he goes for 2,000 yards as a receiver or something. But that's really a tough pace to sustain. And I thought we might bounce to the outside and catch him off guard. So Zach's only missed a couple games on his Thunder. Good going. It's usually a quarterback award, for what it's worth. Sawyer, Steph, thanks for following. We want everybody to follow. When you guys follow, all the good stuff happens. I stream longer. We keep the action going here. So hope you're all enjoying the stream. We got 12 minutes left locked in right now. Zachy Poo followed. Thanks, Zach. This is Mutt. Yeah, how's it going, Titans fan? Oh, missed the kick. Bummer. Was trying to get close to full bar, but not right at the top, and sure enough, we did. We've had a few defensive takeaways. Be good to get one here. Cam Ward for MVP. Yes. Yes, definitely give it to Cam. Had something come up this morning and didn't get to start a couple hours earlier, so that's why we're mid-morning, early afternoon for you guys on the East Coast for today's session. Tomorrow, probably off, and then we'll be back come Wednesday through the week. Yeah, I thought he was going to hit the flat there, and I was out in coverage with the shapeshifter card. Didn't quite work out how I had in mind. Let's see, Caius Murphy. How are you, Caius? And that throw off the mark for Hill. AJ Mitchell is looking like the sixth man of the year. I haven't even got to watch you guys play this season. Let's see. JC Boca. How's it going, JC? Yeah, we'll take a timeout. Reserve a little clock for my offense to maybe try to get something there late. Possibly. And there's another pick. Wagner gets another one. Bobby's having a big game. He's chasing us here with Hill. And Hill will get the chase down. Would have been nice to have gotten a third pick six. This guy's had a hard time around the goal line. Josh Q, 42 months. Thanks for the big resub from Josh. Josh, let me get you on the sub wall and mention SeriousFun.org. Everybody that doesn't know about SeriousFun.org, please check them out. They provide children living with serious illnesses a spectacular camp experience in a high-quality medical care environment, safe and sound, so they get to go have a good time out at camp, get their minds off of everything going on with real life for him. Let's see, we got Max Shiesty came in with a fall. How are you, Max? Need to run some other plays here. Super focused on work today. Hopefully work's going good. Kaysen's return. His phone needed to get charged up. Some of you guys are wild, man. Got your phone with like 4% battery life. But he knew right where to use her and to click on. But we got the completion. I feel like we need a little bit more yardage here than what we got. Let's see if we can just get it into the end zone or get a quick sprint out. How come I'm a A's fan, Seahawks fan? My cousin played for the Seahawks. I like all the West Coast California teams otherwise. DK's got it, and I'm wrapped up. I can't get down fast enough. Tried to sprint in initially, but then couldn't get in there. All right, new follower is 501 Darren. What's up, Darren? Let's see, Titans fan. He's a franchise guy. 7-0, second worst three-point shooting team in the league, but the best defense in the league. It's just 2024 again on all over, honestly. Do you guys think you'll try to acquire a three-point shooter like at the deadline, Zach, or just make everybody adapt to you guys? I do feel like the Spurs could be kind of scary this year out of the West. I don't think Golden State has a contending roster as it stands. Rams are the best offenses, Darren. Well, we're talking NBA at the moment. Orlando, welcome in. How are you, Orlando? You guys got the three-point shooters. They just happen to be hurt. So that's why the percentages are down. I don't know how he got that one, but that Moss card is quite good. Patrick was in decent shape. I just didn't get the pass break up. Yeah, I think Jokic gets MVP. Oh, I think it's way too early in the season to have a serious MVP discussion. I mean, he'll be in the mix if he's healthy, though, right? Kaysen says Oklahoma City is winning the chip. Yeah, they could be the team to beat. Jalen Williams hasn't touched the court yet. Isaiah Joe just got back. Chet, SGA, J-Dub haven't played together. Wimby MVP right now, says Zach. Yeah, I feel like Wimby's having monster games. Darren says they'll win the championship if they stay healthy. Sure. I mean, you can't win without being healthy. Zach Attack says Wimby's going to be MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Most Improved Player. That'd be freaking amazing. There's honestly a chance he could do it. Just collect all the hardware. Gets a little quick check down. If SGA gets hurt, they still have a good team, to be honest, says Darren. If Austin Reeves keeps it up, he can be MVP. Yeah, Austin's not sustainable, I don't think. Almost had the pick with Cam. Think Curry's showing his age a little. Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like he has his conditioning there. Some rough games for Steph and Draymond. I don't think Kuminga fits what we do and need to do, and I think we should trade him as soon as we can. And he'll get Hill open on that RPO deal. They need somebody that fits the timeline of the team more than Jonathan does. Jonathan just kind of wants to be a ball dominant me first player, in my opinion. He's given a better effort this year, but it's a very protracted offseason saga with him, and really his whole career's kind of been that way. I think they should trade for another old head guy to just go for it. I don't know who that'll be, but that's my opinion on it. Have a feeling Oklahoma City's going to make a run at Giannis at the deadline, says Zach. They discontinued Brendan's favorite soda. Let's see. Darren says Austin Reeves is the best player out of Arkansas in years. I don't doubt that. Did I see the 6-11 commercial? Absolutely not, Freddie. How do I have Madden 26? The game always runs a year ahead, Dior. So, they released Madden 26 in the fall of the year 2025, if that's what you're getting at. They discontinued Dr. Pepper. No, they didn't. Come on, man. Brendan, that was a joke, says Darren. Hoping he finds a way to the Raptors. They need a big man like ASAP. I don't think the Raptors are in a situation where they're contending to go and give up that much future assets to go after Giannis, but who knows? I thought he was supposed to be somehow linked to their general manager. I know there's been some Giannis to the Raptor rumors over the years. Of course, Golden State's coveted him for ages, but I don't think we have enough on the roster to get him. Yeah, not much on that play. Lost a handful of yards. Dude, I literally got Dr. Pepper yesterday, Brendan. Maybe it's just your area having a shortage. AC, thank you for the heart me. How's it been, AC? L5P King. How's it going, L5P? Giannis always has nice things to say about Toronto and the city. Probably right basketball wise. Yeah, I don't think Giannis fits the timeline, right? Like Scott Barnes and all those guys are pretty young. How much is the game in dollars? I don't know, Dior. I got the game when it first released, and I'm fortunate I've got through the right doors to be in the EA Creator Network. So this year they supplied me a creator code, so I didn't purchase it. C Simmons, our latest follower, and then after C Simmons, it's Kingston Butt. What's going on, Kingston Butt? I like the name. Those of you that just followed, please mention your favorite football team in the chat. We want to know who you're rooting for. Everybody's good. They had a great Halloween. My daughter does her About Me backpack tomorrow, so she's going to present like 3 things to the class in this little paper backpack that she brought home and assembled. So it's like her first time public speaking. So we did a little practice run yesterday where she told us all about herself, and you know, it's cute. My son did it a couple years ago, so that's like the big family thing for tomorrow. Famous Hove, how's it going, Famous? Curry and Giannis would be so scary. C. Simmons is a Texans fan. How do I feel about Jari Alexander's now an Eagle? I mean, I don't think Alexander moves the needle much, right? Uh, had a hard time finding a team early in the season, and then the team that signed him was already trading him away towards the deadline. Not that the Eagles aren't good. I just don't know that Alexander is going to be a huge factor for him. He might, but I don't think of him as being like an elite defensive back anymore. If he was, he wouldn't be so expendable, right? Javon Thomas, how's it going? I think he's just one of those guys that has name recognition out there. Oh, good job from him to get back with Warner. Thought he was too far strung out. Now I was running down the clock. I didn't want to give him much time back the other way, so now I got to use my timeouts and try to get this ball back. Let's see. British USA, how's it going? You can have custom jerseys on Madden 26. These aren't custom. These are just called Most Feared jerseys. They're for the Halloween Ultimate Team promo. So, yeah, I'm glad that you actually can't do custom jerseys. I think people would try to make their jersey match the same shade of the grass as the field and try to play invisibly like people do in 2K. Let's see. British and Quinlan and Famous Hope, thank you all for becoming followers today. Trying to get back here and force a fumble because we got to get that ball back. Yeah, I watched bits and pieces. Thought it was a really good World Series for, you know, neutral fans, and I feel bad for the Jays fans because they were so close numerous times to wrapping that up. I wish I could have hit him in the air. This guy can just kneel down now. Let's see. Alexander is a band-aid. If he stays healthy, he moves the needle a tad, but not earth-shattering, says Goonfella. About done with the Finns for Finns Glazer. Finns are just a bad franchise, unfortunately. Xavion, thanks for following. I think, you know, it's tough for Kiner Falefa. I guess he was following the coach instructions on staying tight to the bag and not getting doubled off. But if he's 6 inches closer, they would have been World Series champions on that play at the plate. And I think it was just muscle memory for Will Smith to toe tap back the way he did. So let's see, how's our timer looking? We still got 2 minutes left. Let's get in at least one more for you guys that are watching. Thanks everybody for hanging out. A lot of new followers on TikTok. Same name on the purple and red platforms. So hope you'll follow everywhere if you guys haven't already. If anybody's got a Prime sub they're not using over on TikTok, yeah, throw it Danielle Freak's way for a little Thanksgiving snack. Definitely helps. Am I on Xbox? No, I play on PlayStation. There's, for those of you that are watching vertically, there's the colored deals that I'm talking about. The red purple streams. I usually don't say the names because TikTok's strict about saying that, but yeah, red's the famous video streaming platform, and purple used to be a popular streaming platform. I think it's kind of getting a bit more stagnant, unfortunately. Javon, I mean, we could play with crossplay, but I don't play friendlies and head-to-heads and stuff on stream, or off stream for that matter. You can join the Discord server, though. You can click on my profile. Discord's there. Once in a blue moon, I run squads, and there's definitely people in the Discord server that'd be happy to play with you. So all of you guys are invited in if you'd like to participate in the community that way. You know, it's free to join, especially if you already got, you know, Discord on your phone or whatever. All right, so Chimera fields it. Let's see if we can take advantage of the Giants fan. That last game was winnable. I think it's one of those games I probably win if I'm not streaming, but I don't play a lot off stream. You know, there's that little bit of pulling your attention to chat, prevents you from playing the absolute best that you can. It really is. I think Purple Platform just keeps shooting itself in the foot with negative headlines. When it does get any mainstream headlines, they're usually not good. Just like that throw was not good. And yeah, TikTok's just, it's got so much more discoverability to it. Now, when it gets sold in a few months, if that sell actually goes through, hopefully Oracle doesn't come in and screw up the algorithm. And if it does, and you know, maybe the purple side gets a chance to flourish again. Let's see, Trust, welcome aboard. Thanks for following, Trust. Who's your favorite NFL player? And Sherm will snatch it right back for us. He was going for Brandon Marshall. Brandon was Seahawk for a season, I think. He always gets that Seattle Kim on the theme teams. All right, let's see. Everything's getting completed, but to the wrong teams. Yeah, the For Your page helps a ton. And I know the other platforms have tried to emulate something similar, but I don't think they've been able to do it yet. I think the red stream vertical is catching a lot of those elements, though. And especially if anything happens where TikTok does suffer, I think they're the one that's kind of primed to take over that niche of you know, people scrolling their phone. Oh, here's a live stream that's relevant to my interests, you know, whatever people's interests may be, and then you know, connecting viewers with possible communities that they might like. Where I think just over here, for whatever reason, they haven't innovated and caught up. Oh, had Metcalf couldn't get there fast enough as he was blitzing in. Do I think the Chiefs will make the playoffs? Probably. I mean, there's still championship DNA and all that stuff. I imagine as the chips are kind of down right now, they'll find a way to win enough games to at least be a wild card. Not sure if that's going to matter much for getting anything done. Nice job by my opponent. He recognized I was trying to go back to the well and completely snuffed that out. So offense not getting it done for me right now. Then again, I was trying to run a trick play back-to-back, but the first time it was there for a wide open touchdown if we could have got the throwaway fast enough. Can Metcalf hold on? He can't. Nice defense. I'll be forced to punt. Like, I don't usually punt much, but here we go. Zach says, small hot take, 100, or excuse me, 1 million subs won't matter soon. Yeah, it's weird, man. Like, my sub count keeps going up, but a lot of them won't see or watch any of the long form stuff I push out there. So I don't really know how to get better at that. So I usually stick with just doing the live streams and short form video. Had a few like tutorials through MLB The Show that I thought were pretty good, and they'd have like middling results, but I would like to be able to push out a video and have it get a lot of viewers someday. Hopefully that'll be like the next thing we can have some success with. But he takes off with Jackson and he's running. Showtime Luns, welcome in. How are you, Showtime? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, people show stuff that, it's such a weird platform too. I almost wonder if I should make a second account, Zach, because I made a video for the fantasy sponsor, uploaded it to all the platforms, right? And I got my hand slapped by TikTok over it. And usually I've been able to appeal, and they will remove the warning or whatever the thing is. This time they didn't do it. So like when you appeal, it's supposed to go in front of a live viewer. What I'm leading at is I will scroll TikTok sometimes Sunday morning, and people, that's completely what their content is: breaking down the games, breaking down the odds, the lines, all that stuff. And I don't know how I get flagged, but they don't. And I don't know how people show TV show content or sports league content without having any type of rights to it. But maybe it's just one of those things, kind of like speeding. You can get away speeding a long time, but you drive past an officer that wants to come and give you a ticket, then then your insurance rates are going up, type of thing. I'll try to get back with Wagner, but it was too late on my reaction. Yeah, they're looking really good, Logan. So far, so good for the Seahawks. Scroll on Friday, coming home, World Series being shown. Yep, I see some guys that will act like they're playing a video game, but they're streaming the games, and I'm sure they're getting massive amount of followers, so it's probably worth it just to risk it for the account. Like if you had a small account, if you're not already monetized, all right, now you blew up and you have a following. Let's see, Kinsley is in the house. How's it going, Kinsley? Josiah, good to see you on the Red stream. How's your day going? We're over 6,000 subs there on the Red stream now. Got there over the weekend. But yeah, I've seen same thing. I've seen the World Series. I've seen a lot of stuff like that. It's like, how is this not getting flagged and removed on a live? I thought he was going to run RPO, so I sprinted out there with Jamal Adams. And he does get Jackson in space, so that'll work for him. I put Jamal on man defense and didn't have a spy, so Lamar gets in. Definitely some sweaty players this time of the day when, a lot of you guys are maybe tuning in from work or school, type of thing. Stuck's been a really good session. Thought about not streaming this morning because I had to start so late with some unexpected stuff going on. But here we are, 65 new followers in, and hope you guys are enjoying the content. And Kamara spins out of bounds. Long between quarter break there. Yeah, I should try to hammer the run a bit. He's been, or she, whoever I'm playing against, has been really solid against the pass attack. I do find myself getting very pass happy at times. So for anybody that wants to predict, probably won't remember what you tell me, but do you think Cowboys win tonight or the Arizona Cardinals? Almost had a seam there to take it, but almost doesn't get us more than 4 yards. Zach's got the Oilers going here. See Maximus, Walter, C. Eli. I see everybody scrolling in. Stop and say hi if you're for your page viewing their TikTok buddies. A little crack toss. Adams gets some engagement. And if he could have just held on a little longer, probably could have sprinted in. There's a 2-minute warning. I thought my opponent took a timeout, but kind of lost track of where we were time-wise in the game. So tomorrow, I'm off streaming in the morning, but in the evening, I have Long Beach State versus San Diego State for anybody that wants to tune in and watch along. Probably will just send it to the Red platform. I think that one tips off at 7 o'clock my time, or 7:30, so it's late for any of you guys that may be East Coast basketball fans. Hopefully that'll do well. Those college football games have been doing really well for me. Last week we had UNLV versus New Mexico. Peaked over 700 viewers. All right, so we're into the end zone. 7-6. And can we play some defense? Those of you that trick or treat or trunk or treat, which one do you prefer? I guess trunk or treat is supposedly killing Halloween, at least in some regions of the country, is what I was reading. That there's a lot less participation on Halloween because either through religious reasons or just safety reasons, people feel safer doing the trunk style. I've never done the trunk or treat thing. I wouldn't mind bringing my kids to one, but we usually just go through our neighborhood, and that's the way it's been. Before I had kids, I would, give out candy. KJ has followed. How's it going, KJ? Good to have you participate with us. We will get to Lamar Jackson for a sack, but he's going no huddle here to the line. He's really taking his time assessing things as to what he wants to do. And he's able to playmaker, and he'll get Plaxico Burress for the first down. You think there's an age limit for trick-or-treating? I don't really feel that way, although I did see some people walking around that kind of made me ponder that this Halloween. There was a husband and wife. They were dressed as Batman and Catwoman, I believe. And as far as I was aware, they didn't have any kids with them. I think they were just going door to door trick-or-treating. And these folks were probably, my wife and I's age, maybe a little bit younger. But they were definitely adults. They weren't like teenagers. They were adults. Like I kind of get it for teenagers. You maybe want to still have a little bit of youthful fun and get some candy and all that. I think as long as teenagers are respectful, let them participate for sure. But I did find it a little odd that adults that probably have a career and jobs and drive were out asking for candy. And like their outfits were on point. So it didn't seem as if, maybe low on funds and they just wanted something to eat type of thing either. Hector, welcome in. How's your day going, Hector? 007? Sure. If it was yesterday, I should remember. My old man memory's getting rougher as time goes by, but yeah, I can remember day to day. 007, how's your Monday treating you? Great to get the takeaway there. Too bad for me it wasn't a house call. But Zach Attack's got a great question. Anybody who wants to weigh in on TikTok, do you think there should be a quote-unquote age limit for Halloween? And he gets it back with McCollum. He's using that McCollum really well. I thought I had it walled off to the inside with Metcalf. I tried to lead inside towards the hashes there, and boom, gets it right back. So it's been a game of turnovers between the two of us. BJ's in the house. What's up, BJ? BJ, when should you stop trick-or-treating, in your opinion? It's the Chris. Welcome in, Chris. Thank you for getting the lights flashing and hanging out with us today. Nobody's really taken the bait on that one, but yeah, I'd love to hear what everybody thinks. I like to hear what Zach thinks because he asked. Did just get a weird little glitch from Twitch there too. It said welcome to the chat room, so it's possible I'm missing some of the chat. I want to take a time out, but I mean there's only 8 seconds. I won't be able to force it back. Chicago dude, 1961. How's it going, Chicago dude? If you're born in 61, you're like one of my favorite siblings age. He's born in 61 as well. See, Chris says go Jets. Yeah, tough times for the Jets. They may be on the right track though. We'll have to see how Glenn does after a couple of seasons. It's tough to come in and win immediately, when it comes to football. I'll take a timeout and force him to punt or throw it. Maybe we get a pick six or a safety if he does want to keep the offense out. Jordan, I'm a Seahawks fan. Yeah, how about yourself, Jordan? Oh, and he'll hand off. That's the right move. Thankfully, you forced him out of bounds. Almost played myself on that. Go Bills, says the Bills buddy. Nice win for you guys to beat Kansas City. All right, 2 quarters, nothing settled, 7-all. Since you're a Seahawks fan, what's my opinion on keeping JD5 in? People are criticizing um, Dan Quinn on that deal. And I can see the argument for it either way, but a lot of these first string quarterbacks, franchise guys, they don't like to come out. I believe that drive started with about 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Mathematically, their win probability was probably in single digits, but Daniels probably wanted to be out there, right? I think the biggest issue is calling a design run. If that wasn't a design run, it sure looked like a design run. He doesn't need to be getting hit in that situation. And I mean, there's always some inherent risk just to being on the field, but yeah, having him go and take on the defense like that, and is just unlucky for his arm to get in that position. Getting slung down, a lot of centrifugal force, and his arm broke, or his elbow broke, I guess is what it is. It just sucks, all around. Sucks for football because he's a dynamic young player. May set back his progression as a player. Where he could have got more reps and became better faster type of deal. It probably won't really affect that too much, but yeah, it's just the saying about like damned if you do, damned if you don't thing. If you pull him early, then people are going to be criticizing Quinn, saying, well, he threw in the white flag too early type of thing as well. So I don't know, man. I think you just have to instruct your guys, and hopefully you can trust your quarterback to listen, to not go and scramble out. Don't call design runs. Don't let him go and take on traffic in that situation. Jordan, thanks for following. How's your day been, Jordan? Free Tori is in the house. How's it going, Tori? And he's got Odell Beckham Jr. for the touchdown. Great throw and catch. I certainly didn't see that one developing, and I didn't think he was going to be able to get it down as I saw the animation, but there it is. So now I got to get my offense going because it's been a little stagnant here. Was Daniels 100% healthy? I don't know. I mean, he's healthy enough to play, so it's really on the medical staff and all that. If we beat the Bucks, you'll be so happy, says 007. Is that the next game for Buffalo? That's a really good game. Tampa's looked legit for most of the season. Next game's Miami. Okay, so you got Tampa further out. Yeah, that was probably going to be a bad throw if I had completed it anyways. The throwing motion. He had good coverage on me. You got Miami, then Tampa coming up. Yeah, Miami's just terrible shape as a franchise currently. Patriots fan. Okay, so Tampa's got tough games, right? You guys got... If you're a Tampa fan, you're looking at dealing with Patriots and Bills back-to-back weeks. The true test of the AFC East, right? Yeah, I was trying to get him on the spin move. I guess I should have kept sprinting. In hindsight. We bounced off of McCollum for positive play. Seattle plays Cardinals and Rams. Oh, yeah, I know Seattle's schedule. But Cardinal game, trap game probably. Divisional teams are always tough against you. And then Rams is going to be the true test. We'll see where those teams stack up against each other. Of course, the 49ers are just a half game back. Watched the whole Bills game yesterday for 007. If you guys are on TikTok, we'd love you to send the likes and the shares. There's a share button there at the bottom right. It looks like a little arrow. Yeah, the more you guys can share the stream really helps with the For Your Page push. We want everybody to connect with us and follow up. We're close to 40,000 followers on TikTok. It's supposed to be some good stuff when you hit 50,000 as a content creator that you're eligible to apply for and stuff like that. Zane Elswick, thanks for following, Zane. All right, so we leveled up the game. Can we get the stop and win this thing? John Flaherty shared the stream. John's always a share legend. Welcome in, John. Hope you had a nice weekend. What you up to on your Monday, John? Not much. That's okay. It's nice for it not to be overly hectic sometimes. And we'll get to Jackson. We've had our share of sacks on Lamar. That's been for sure. That is the end of the third quarter. Seahawks beat the Commanders. Yes, they did. Yep, I enjoyed the game. Glad it didn't become stressful. Up a couple scores early, and then we got the special teams turnover, and it felt like Seattle was able to kind of coast from there. I was definitely concerned because Seattle's had some late game collapses this season, so I don't get too comfortable when they take the lead. Of course, you got to have the lead to win, so you want the lead. It's just one of those like, all right, what are they going to do now? And we'll pick that one like a apple growing on an apple tree. Cam Chancellor down to the 1 on the interception. A lot of crazy games yesterday, says 007. Who do you guys have tonight? I know I've been asking, but for anybody just joining the stream, you got Cowboys or Cardinals winning that game? And Shapeshifter will get the touchdown set up by the defense. But he's got the Cardinals taking it down. I think the Cowboys win personally. I don't know who's hosting the game, though. Probably should have researched that pre-stream. Hey, what's happening, Slender, man? Welcome back to chat. Slender's in our red chat today. Kyler Murray is out. Yeah, I don't like Cardinals' chances about Kyler. Super Bowl, I hope Seattle wins, but I still think Philly is probably the team to beat at the moment. I feel like there's a lot of teams that are in the mix, but who's looked dominant, who looks like they can beat the other contending teams. I don't think that's really emerged yet. Maybe it's Tampa, maybe it's New England. They're really good this year. They're on the scene. Colts have played well. Of course, they lost yesterday. Steelers are looking decent. So yeah, there's an argument for a lot of teams right now. You could say, yeah, that team could win it all. And if you're a fan and your team's sitting there, with 5-6 wins, you should be feeling good. You got a shot at it. Goes for the sideline route. And apparently he got the feet down. Yeah, Detroit looks solid too. Luke is broke. How's it going, Luke? But he says we got 6 wins. But you guys are trailing the Patriots as it stands, so you'd be on the road for a lot of the playoffs if it ended today. Yep, they did. Yeah, it was a nice win for Seattle last night. Good username for my opponent. He gets to bounce off the tackle animation too. Shrim's there, but he can't defend. I couldn't get him to animate, but he scores here quickly. We'll see if he goes for two. Right, he's going field goal. At least that's what he's saying he's doing. Could be a play fake or something. Yeah, it was a BTA game for sure, but Commanders have a lot of injuries, and Daniels was coming off of an injury, trying to spark up his team. So I don't know. I feel bad for the Commanders. They were darlings last year, and I think they have some older guys on the roster. We'll see how they bounce back next season. I think this year's probably a lost cause for them. Yeah, I've been on a bit later recently, Sean. Not really on purpose. It's just worked out that way. Today was a day that, yeah, my plans didn't jive with the stream the way I had intended. We got Jamal Adams out here. I don't know if I should go down or not. Well, he's going to chase me down. Now we can bleed the clock some. I was kind of thinking if we should just try to get that field goal and calculate if it was worth it with the 3 timeouts. But yeah, he's able to chase me down anyways. This will be the last game of the day, so if you haven't followed, now's a great time. And I certainly hope you guys follow all the platforms. If you're, on Instagram, X used to be Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, all of it. I use the same username. It's Donnell Freak on all the socials. There is a Discord server. If anybody's interested, happy to direct you into the Discord by clicking on my profile, hit the link tree, and then come on down. Tight Spot says 10 more minutes. Let's see. Square 2, welcome in. Thanks for following Square 2. I don't have on conservative ball carrier. I'm going to take the timeout right there. That's why you dropped Terry in fantasy, came back, got injured again. Yeah, I'm getting welcome to chat on Purple Stream a lot right now. And it seems like there may be a Twish you, as they call it, occasionally. So if anybody's chatting with me that I missed, I apologize, guys. Because like Zach asked a really cool question, then didn't follow up. I feel like I may have missed his follow up message. Probably should take another kneel down there, giving him 7 seconds. Not the smartest thing I've done. Just kind of concerned how Purple Stream's acting, as far as like my connection to it. Jose, welcome in. Good to see you as always, Jose. All right, so opponent's going to get a play. I've been good, buddy. Yeah. Did you have a fun Halloween celebration? 3 seconds. Anything can happen in 3 seconds. One thing you wouldn't want here is like defensive pass interference. And I had shapeshifter in position, but the way the defense worked out, if I didn't use her back there, he may have had a glimmer of hope to break my back on that game. But yeah, a win's a win. We'll take it, and we will take this win of a stream and call it a day. Do it again tomorrow. You edit, make it. Well, I need to make a couple of videos and edit them up for sponsors, so I'll focus on that. And tomorrow, I'm off the normal stream. But if you guys go and subscribe to YouTube right now, that would be my request for anybody listening. If you're not already a YouTube subscriber, I got Long Beach State, taking on San Diego State on a West Coast clash for college hoops. I'll be streaming that game. We do have the creative rights to it through Creator Sports Network. If you're a sports streamer and you'd like to join, let me know. Get you set up with Creator Sports Network. Isaiah Hernandez, how's it going, Isaiah? Thanks for following. Just about out of here. I'm taking a look through to see who's live. And I see real tight spots on. So let's take it to the tight spot. Out in Nevada. Hope you guys enjoy some Fortnite action. Landon, you legend. Thanks for following, Landon. We keep trying to make our team better. I'm looking forward to going back and playing some seasons. And what's the other game mode? Seasons and ranked, and being done with this King of the Undercity. I felt like the candy was probably worth it. Hey, Yivzu, thank you very much for the 2 roses. I'm sorry I'm wrapping up stream right now, but we'll see.